Yo, what's up guys, it's zaqq. Welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Loki, which I was using for the winter event. I apologise, it's a little bit late. Obviously the event's finished now, but this is going to be collecting dust in the hangar until the next one because it worked out super well. So let's just get the fit up right here and we'll go through it really quick. I was probably like 1 or 2 runs away from min-maxing the entire thing. So if you just bear with us on that, we'll chat about what I was using and then I'll overlay some footage and we'll go over some of the changes I might have made, or well, probably would have made really. Yeah, so we'll start at the bottom. The immobility drivers, which give those RF webs like just crazy range, 34 cold and I believe it's 49 heated, is it? Yep, very nice. Totally unnecessary, but you know, I had them lying around. Interlaced nanofibers, not really getting too much use out of this other than the fact that I was using the Microwarpdrive, so we did get a good bit of agility and max velocity there, so it's pretty cool. Launcher efficiency for the ham launchers, of course, and the defense node, much like the Tengu, where we get 10% per level boost to armor reps and shield booster. So we're all rocking a medium shield booster, which is, in my opinion, like plenty for the small sig of the ship. So it did pretty well. In the rigs, we've got the Warhair Flare Catalyst, which gives us a 20%, I believe, bonus to explosion velocity, which is a big part of this ship, is trying to get as much like application onto those frigates, because that's what seemed to slow it down the most. The rigs, which were, this is probably like flex slots, but I just went to get like as much AM and thermal resistance as possible, just for, that's the rats we're shooting. And the damage we're taking rather. So AM shield reinforcer 2 and the thermal shield reinforcer 2. In the lows we've got 3 ballistic control systems of the navy kind. Get as much damage as possible, so 935 cold. And then on the battleship, a lot of the time if I was fighting for the site with other people or just like overheating, and we get like just under 1100 DPS, which is pretty cool. That's actually a nice amount of damage. Comparing this to the Tengu as well, which doesn't really get a mad bonus to the AM missile, so the Loki, it's just pipping it at the minute, especially with the webs and things, you know, if we're comparing the two. And in the other 2 low slots, we've got guidance enhancers, which helps the flare catalyst bonus as well, pushes it up to about 30%, I think, with the starting penalties. I'm sure it's like 6% each or something, so probably around like 28 to 30% bonus with those. In the mids, we'll start off with the medium shield booster, the Gistum Microwarpdrive. That only gives us a -7% capacitor capacity nerf, which helps a little bit. I mean, we're not really cap stable, and I think we're running Genos in this as well. So yeah, it wasn't ideal, let's say, but we didn't really need to be cap stable. Although of course it's always nice, you know. The 2 RF webs for the crazy range and things that came in handy for the battleship landing, and the multi-spec. So yeah, a little bit more pimpy than usual, especially, well, from the last few Lokis I've been flying, which have been like mega cheap. In the highs, we've got the Assault Missile Launcher 2s, and of course with the AM launchers, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that because it's crazy with my accent, the actual name of the ammo. Small Tractor Beam 2, just because, and the Probe Launcher, because I was actually actively scanning for sites as well running the winter stuff, so yeah. I'll overlay some footage and then we'll talk a little bit more about what I would have changed. So the biggest issue I think everybody had with this site was the initial wave of the frigates. Now, you could get lucky and just get like 2, which I did here, and at the moment we were using the lower DPS precision ammo on the heavy assault launcher, sorry, but in the end, I think going forward from the next clip, I wasn't even bothering switching ammo because we got so much more damage and we had like absolutely insane application with the guidance enhancers and the 2 webs and the flare catalyst, right? It was just absolutely nuts. When I did some like looking at the numbers and things, and if we took just the guidance enhancers off, we're doing more like application bonus with the rage than we were with the actual like javelin ammo. So the extra DPS with like more application was just like a no-brainer. So going forward, I'm pretty sure I started using just the rage, and man, we're just chewing through these frigates and things. The cruisers were a little bit tanky as well, more tanky than usual for some usual cruiser NPC stuff that was there. But yeah, with the DPS this thing was putting out, and also you can probably see we weren't even using the multi-spec a lot. Well, I think we clicked it on earlier just in case. This is what like one of the first runs with this updated fit as we went. So, and there's a Tengu on grid as well. So this is actually a good thing. We're out DPS the Tengu here, right? Because he doesn't get a bonus to the EM. So as soon as the battleship was spawning, I was just like getting right on top of him. Getting the webs on, just so I didn't like take any damage at all, you know. We still got webbed and neutered quite a lot from it if we were in there solo. But overheated EM and we just absolutely wrecked face. It was pretty cool. He wasn't going absolutely anywhere. And then we got the loot. So yeah, I was pretty happy with it. The changes I would make would probably either be take off the 2 resistance rigs and fit some more like application rigs. I know like the stacking penalties at that point were going to be going insane, but we didn't really need the resistance, and that was why I was testing out with having the multi-spec offline. And there's a Praxis as well, without DPS this guy, no issues. And yeah, so it's either take the rigs off for more application or leave the rigs on and then take the multi-spec off for more application as well. So obviously not like a 3rd web, I think that would just be overkill. And again, would be stacking penaltied up the arse with that. So I think a tracking computer, a guidance computer, sorry, with either the precision script or the range script, depending on like what you needed at that time, would be a benefit. But if you wanted to keep the tank in, I mean, by all means. But we had no issue tanking this whatsoever. It was pretty cool. The Tech 3's have got such a small sig radius, right? And with the MWD offline, it's yeah, it's pretty crazy. So this is the last clip, guys. Coming up to another battleship here. Like I say, we caught this at the end of the event, so the monetary value of this stuff was like way down at this point. Didn't make too much cash, but yeah, we had some fun. We took the Kikimora into a couple of the sites with the guy from the corp there, Captain Fruit Bear, good lad. And yeah, it was just a fun time, like building a ship, like theory crafting it as you go, you know, so it was pretty nice. There I was linking it for Fruit Bear just to have a look at. So he was flying a rattlesnake as well, which did quite a lot of damage to these guys. And that was who I was paired up with, the Kikimora, just killing the small stuff, man. That ship's so good, guys. Tons of Kiki vids coming up. And yeah, we'll just crack on with the content for this year. We've got a massive list of stuff to do, and we've got loads of stuff already recorded. So it's going to be a good couple of months of content out of me, I would say, and probably going forward, like, we'll just try and keep the momentum going. That about wraps it up for the winter Loki, guys. We'll revisit this at the next event. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next one.